This is a presentation on space, which is another important aspect of DP trading system. We are trying to cover all the aspects. I think in another next 1 or maximum 2 weeks, we should be able to cover all the aspects that are part of DP trading system. Okay, let's start with space. Uh, you know, you should know the road conditions before driving, correct? Because based on that you can make the assessment, and that is exactly the space is all about. We need to know what we are entering into before taking the trade. What are the conditions that we can expect well ahead before taking trade? So this is what we will try to assess when we are assessing the space quality. Okay, so a standard disclaimer before that, trading in stocks and futures commodities can incur substantial losses. This method doesn't guarantee profits. This presentation is for fun to see how market moves. Please don't trade using the views expressed here. Okay, so let's start with the topic. And suppose you are traveling a journey and you have two road conditions. One is here and one is here. So clearly you will you will try to assess the time, everything based on what is the quality of the road, and based on that you will see how much time it might take for me to reach the destination, what kind of travel experience I will get. So these are the things you will get if you know, you will understand if you know the road conditions, right? Similarly, when we take the trade, the assessing the space quality will help you in understanding what to expect. Okay, so assessing space quality is very easy. There are just four factors that we can use for assessing space before the trade. That is roadblocks, which are nothing but DPs. Usually prices stall there, and ideally those are the points where you should plan your exits. Right? And you have congestion traffic, which is nothing but barbed wire and channels that happen in the middle of the range, where there are too many overlapping bars. If that's the case, you don't want to take your trade into it. When you see a barbed wire or too much of congestion happening in the range, if you try trading into that range, most of the time your your trade will not be successful, right? Always try to trade away from it. And you have the fluids, which are nothing but areas where prices move very swiftly. We have discussed a lot of times in our earlier videos what are fluids, how to assess them. Just take a look at that. And we have few invisible path holes, which are nothing but nifty spot levels. As said before in a few of my earlier videos, the nifty spot level, nifty future takes it moves as a mirror for nifty spot. And if the nifty spot stalls somewhere, the nifty futures also stalls. And nifty spot usually stalls at the BRN and round number levels. So that is one level that you need to, those are the levels that you need to keep in mind before taking trade, right? And after taking trade, you need to see where is the FTA, which could be a flip or a pivot, to see where you might where the prices might stall, and whether you should scratch it there or just let it play it for some more time. This is a decision that you need to take at the based on the FTA. And you have the next DP space, that is, and where is your next DP? Usually that will act as a exit point. Okay, so let's look at something here. I was telling the first thing was the roadblocks, the DPs. Usually if you take a trade at one DP, your target will be the other DP, right? There is no rocket science, it's very simple. The other thing that you have is the congestion or traffic. Look at this. If you have too many overlapping bars, right, too many overlapping bars, you don't want to trade into this. If you take a trade here, it will get stalled somewhere here, and there is always a chance of a rejection to the upper side. Okay, once the space becomes smooth, there are no overlapping bars here. The space from here to here was considerably smooth. That is the time you look to take the trade into it. Okay, this is the quality of space. Look at the quality of space here. If you take a trade, some breakout failure trade here, look what happens. This is the quality of space here. Not too many overlapping bars. There was little overlapping, but it got smoothened here, right? If the space is smooth, look at what happens when you take the trade. It moves smoothly, right? And what would be a roadblock here? The next TP. Okay, and anything else? Fluid is visible, NS path, NS levels, right? So whenever you take a trade, the NS levels also resist the move, as I said before. So for example, take the price action that happened on May 2nd, that is today, May 2nd. Um, if you are planning to take some breakout failure trade here or here, be careful. There was a nifty NSBRN here. Ideal trade would be to take the help of it and try to trade away from it. Okay, or look for the price to get accepted below this level and then try to take the trade, keeping your stop above that. Okay, so to summarize it, you need to just assess the space before taking each trade. There are before taking trade, you can assess these 4 points, and after taking trade, assess these 2 points to see where to exit. Okay, so that summarizes the space part, and it's pretty easy to assess the space, but always know the kind of space you are entering before taking trade. Okay, yeah, thank you.